Algebra 2 5.1c, Polynomial Functions and Specified Values. If you haven't seen 5.1a or 5.1b, it's really important that you watch those first so you don't become lost or confused, and there's links in this video's description to watch those. We can find the specified function values of a polynomial function by substituting the given values. We have a polynomial in x here, and it equals 4x squared minus 3x plus 2. And it tells us to find p of 4 and p of 0. All we have to do is each one separately, and we plug in the 4 for x. We get 4 squared instead of x squared, minus 3 times 4 instead of minus 3 times x. And we get 4 times 16 minus 12 plus 2. That's 64 minus 12 plus 2, or 54. Now we plug the 0 in. 4 times 0 squared is a 0, minus 0 plus 2, that gives us a 2. Isn't this simple? All we have to do is just plug that number in for x, okay? It says find the specified function value for this polynomial function. Find p of a. This looks confusing, but really all you have to do is put the a in the place of the x. Instead of x to the third power, we have a to the third power. Instead of x squared, we have a squared. Instead of minus 7x, we have minus 7a. Isn't that easy? For 2a, all we have to do is plug in the 2a wherever there's an x. See? So instead of x to the third power, we have 2 to the third power, a to the third power. See? They each get that cube. See? Instead of 4x squared here, minus 4x squared, we get minus 2 squared times a squared. And for the 3x here, we get 3 times 2a. 2 cubed is an 8, and we have our a to the third power, minus 4 times 4, which is the 16, negative 16, a squared. 3 times 2a is 6a minus 7. See? Just make sure you give the exponent to each one of them, all right? For the polynomial function, p of x and q of x, if it tells you to find p of x plus q of x, and it gives you this long expression and this long expression, if you need to add these together, you just add them. 13x to the 5th power plus 42x to the 5th power is 55x to the 5th power. A negative 22x to the 4th plus a negative 37x to the 4th is a negative 59x to the 4th. Negative 36x to the 3rd plus 50x to the 3rd is a 14x to the 3rd. So see how I'm taking each one and just coming straight down? 40x squared minus 28x squared is 12x squared. Negative 16x plus 34 is an 18x. And 75 plus 100 is 175. See? It's a lot easier than it looks, isn't it? For this one, it says evaluate the function of x, y. For x is 5 and y is a negative 2, we just plug that in, 5 and the negative 2. Wherever there's an x, you put the 5, and wherever there's a y, you put the negative 2. See? So that would be negative 2 squared. Negative 2 times negative 2 is a positive 4, isn't it? X squared would be 5 squared. That would be a 25 times 2. That would be a 50 times the negative 2. See? That would give us 60 minus a negative 100, which means when we're subtracting a negative, we add the opposite, don't we? So that gives us 60 plus 100. It gives us 160. Okay? Our next video, 5.2a, we're going to talk about adding polynomials. I'm going to add this video to the Algebra 2 playlist so you can use it to catch up, review, and study. And I'm going to put a link to the Algebra 1 Chapter 5 playlist for exponents and polynomials so you can refresh from last year if you need it. And of course, there's going to be the previous videos, 5.1a and 5.1b. All right? So I hope this was helpful. I hope you realize it's a lot easier than it looks, isn't it? All right? I'll see you next video. Bye.